What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going over a gift buying guide for the mountain biker or cyclist in your life. I'm gonna be going over a list of gift items that I picked out, 5 of each in each category, 3 different categories. First category is gifts under 100. Second category, gifts under $50. And then the third category is if you have all the money in the world and you want to spend as much money, you want to splurge on somebody. I'll put a list of things that, again, if you have an unlimited budget, we'll take a look at those. So without further ado, let's go into the first category, gifts under $100 that I picked out. Okay, so let's start with the under $100 list that I picked out. And the first item that I have here is the Granite Stash RT Multitool. So this is a really cool tool because basically the only thing that you have to modify to your steer tube on your fork is knock out the star nut, and this basically replaces that. And then this tool fits like you see right here. I'll make this a little bit bigger. You can see all the bits that it comes with. This is the whole kit itself. So there's the holder that fits in the steer tube. You have the ratchet, and then you have all the bit that comes in a nice package. And you can see here how it kind of fits into the steer tube. So again, you knock out the star nut, this replaces that, and then basically you just tighten it from the bottom and it kind of compresses and holds tight. But as you can see, I mean, I've come across a lot of times where I wish I had a ratcheting tool like this that I didn't have to carry in my pack. And so this looks really cool. It's got an extender for that. But yeah, I think really cool. And right now it's selling for $69.99 on Amazon.com. All these links, these are not affiliated, but I will put them down below in the description so you guys can take a look. All right, the second item that I have on my list is the Multitool IR 1.3 internal cable routing kit. So this is really cool. So most modern mountain bikes or even road bikes in that sense come with internal cable routing. So again, if you know somebody that likes to tinker with their bikes and do a lot of maintenance themselves, this is a really cool kit. And this is actually something that I'm looking at getting here in the future. But basically, you can just take the cable that you're gonna be routing, whether that's the outer hose or the cable that fits in the housing, and basically you can run it through the frame with a magnet. So if you've ever tried to do any cable routing without something like this, you know it's a pain in the butt. The next tool we're looking at is the Multitool. Multitool has a funny way of kind of naming their tools, but this is the Multitool DAG 2.2 derailleur alignment gauge. I've used this tool personally with a bent derailleur hanger, and I can tell you that this thing works like a charm. The biggest thing with when you have a derailleur hanger is these things get bent all the time. Again, it's kind of a more specialty tool, and it's probably for the person that likes to just work on their bike themselves. But again, if you come across, even if you have a friend with you and they have a bent derailleur hanger, you have this tool ready to go. It's super simple to use. So the next item that I have here on my list, and this is a little bit over 100, so this is $100.95. But again, this is the Toppeak Tubi Master 2-in-1 tubeless charger. So basically what this thing is doing is if you don't have an air compressor like myself, I live in an apartment, so I don't have the luxury of having that. But basically you can use your floor pump, charge this up this canister, and then basically you let the air out and it'll seat a tubeless tire. So again, if you know somebody that has tubeless tires, needs to set them up quite often, this is a cool tool to have, especially if they don't have a compressor, or again, if you live in an apartment. So for the fifth and final item, I picked out the Deine Hotlaps waist pack. This is the 2-liter or 70-ounce version. So you can fit 70 ounces in this pack, as well as anything else that you can fit in the zipper pockets. So again, I think this is a great idea, especially if someone's consistently wearing a backpack, or they're, stuffing their pockets full of, multi-tools and all that. This is a cool way and to have both your hydration and all your tools that you bring on your ride. So again, I think the waist pack is the way to go on shorter rides. But again, I see where backpacks come in handy when you're going on longer rides. But I think these waist packs are awesome. And I've used a waist pack and I haven't looked back from using it. So there's my fifth and final item for gifts under 100. Now let's go on to the category of $50 and under. So the first one that I picked out is the Brothers M19 Multitool, or really any multi-tool is vital for if something needs to be adjusted or fixed on the fly as you're trail riding. This one is $36.99, but again, there's probably hundreds of multi-tools that you can buy, but I personally have the Brothers M19 tool, and I've used it so many times. It's come in handy so many times where people need adjustments, and it's the phrase, "Hey, do you got a tool with you? Do you have a multi-tool with you that I can borrow?" So again, if you don't have a multi-tool, this is a great thing for someone to have. The next one on my list is tire sealant. Tire sealant is not cheap, it's expensive. So this is a orange Seal Endurance tubeless tire sealant. This is a refill. This is 32 ounces. So that's quite a lot of sealant. I believe usually tires, it depends on what size they are. They can take up to like quote me if I'm wrong, like 4 ounces per tire, maybe even just a little bit more than that. But this is 32 ounces. It goes for $42.67. I've personally used Orange Seal and have had no complaints. It holds up really well, doesn't dry out very quickly. So again, it's another kind of thing that I hate buying, but if I got it as a gift, I'd be super thankful to get it. So tire sealant. The next thing I have is something to hold tools that you carry with you, either that's a multi-tool or inflation tool. This is the Deine Gripper bike bag. I've heard so many things, reviews on the Deine Gripper and how well it sticks to the bike frame, but basically you strap it to the frame, you can keep an extra tube, CO2 cartridges, your multi-tool, inflator kit, all in one package right on your frame, so you don't have to carry it in your either your backpack or your hip pack. So again, this is another cool item as a gift under $50. All right, next up to bat, I have the Park Tool CG 2.4. This is the chain and drivetrain cleaning kit. So this is another kind of a maintenance tool, but it makes cleaning your chain super simple. I've used this in the past and continue to use this. So it comes with the actual chain cleaning tool here. Basically, you just take the top cover, put it on top of your chain, and then basically you cycle your drivetrain and the brushes clean out the chain within the links. And then it comes with a brush as well as some solution by Park Tool. Again, it makes cleaning and maintaining your drivetrain super simple. Highly recommend at $43.95. And last but not least, I picked out a CO2 and tubeless tire repair kit. This one specifically by Laign I haven't used personally, but this is another thing. If you're running tubeless, this is a kit that you must, it's a must. Let's say you're on a 15-mile ride and you're 15 miles or 10 miles away from the trailhead and you get a puncture. That's gonna be a long walk back to the trailhead. So this includes a CO2 inflator head. So basically you need CO2 cartridges. You screw it in, you press it down, and it starts to inflate your tire. This also comes with the plugs. So that's the thing that you basically jam into the tire wherever the puncture is or the hole is. And it's basically like a rubber sticky compound. I don't exactly know what it's made of, but that will seal up the tire. You inflate it and you should be ready to continue on with your ride. So that's the final item for gifts under $50. Okay, now let's get into the final category. If you have all the money in the world, you have absolutely no budget, what can you get for the money, or the most money, I guess? I'm looking at drivetrains first, and the first one that I'm coming across is, let's see, with crank size. So this is the Shram XX T-Type Eagle Transmission Power Meter Group. So this has got a 165 millimeter crank length. It's got the cassette, it's got the Eagle transmission, derailleur. So it's all electronic shifting. There's the controller, there's the derailleur, there's the crankset and the cassette. So for just a mere $2,300 US, you can have this. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, so the next up, something I would want would be a really nice wheel set from Industry 9. So I'm in the wheel builder and let's see how expensive we can get this wheel set to be. So we want front and rear. Okay, went back and adjusted all these things. So, oh, we gotta go 29. Okay, so for my wheel set that I put together from Industry 9 is $3,070. Pretty sick build, I like it. Let's move on to the next item. All right, next on my list, if I had an unlimited budget, would be this $14,250 Porsche e-bike cross performance. Let's see if it's in my size. Ah, they only have smalls, but this is sold by Porsche Design of America. That's crazy. It's almost 15 grand. Oh wait, it might be 15 grand because excluding tax. Let's add this to the shopping cart and see what we'd be paying. Let's see here. We're gonna order as a guest. Really? Okay. Well, I don't want to fill all this information, but we're looking at a grand total. It's gonna be pretty dang close to $15,000. Okay, I found my perfect last gift item with an unlimited budget. This is a 2022 Storyteller Overland Class B RV with 15,000 miles, so it is pre-owned, but it's only going for $167,000. And as you can see, the inside looks pretty sweet. It's got some bike storage in the back. It's got a nice bed, elevated. It's got an induction stove top. Looks like it's got a microwave. AC unit. Yeah, this thing's pretty sweet. What do we got here? What's this one? Oh, it's got an awning. Yeah, that is nice. So yeah, if you have an unlimited budget, those are the 5 items that I hand-picked. But again, if you have an unlimited budget, you could go even more. You could even, who knows? Who knows what you could buy? So there you have it. There is a small, and hopefully I gave you some good ideas for gifts under 100, under that $50 threshold, and if you had a unlimited amount of money to spend on the cyclist in your life. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to hit the like button. If you guys want to see more content and more things like this from me, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys on the next trail.